Imagine for a moment that there is a hidden truth woven through the fabric of ancient civilizations. A secret, buried for centuries, that could revolutionize the way you see energy and consciousness. This isn't just a fleeting idea, it's a timeless principle waiting to resonate within you. In the mystic traditions of the ancients, there existed powerful technologies. Tools not of wires and circuits, but of spirit and frequency, that connected the body, the mind, and the very universe itself. What if I told you that these tools, these forgotten practices, could align your energy with the infinite flow of the cosmos? In the center of your soul, there exists a vortex that resonates with the stars. Hermes Trismegistu. This ancient wisdom, passed down through generations, echoes the profound connection we all have to the unseen forces around us. It is through this very connection that we find our purpose, our peace, and ultimately, our power. But here's the question. Are you ready to discover what the ancients knew about unlocking portals of energy within yourself? What if the mysteries that the great philosophers and mystics of the past once guarded so closely are not lost, but waiting for you to uncover them? The key to this transformation lies in what we can learn from these ancient technologies. And as we move forward, we'll explore how these powerful forces can be harnessed, not just for grand spiritual awakenings, but for real tangible change in your life today. Take a deep breath. You're about to embark on a journey back to the origins of consciousness itself, where every vibration, every frequency, and every sacred symbol held the key to profound change. Long before the age of modern technology, the ancients had already unlocked the secrets of the cosmos, not through wires and circuits, but through sacred practices that connected the physical and spiritual realms. The ancient civilizations of Egypt, Mesopotamia, and India understood that energy is the foundation of all life. They crafted precise tools to align their bodies, minds, and spirits with the eternal flow of the universe. Take, for example, the pyramids of Egypt. These monumental structures were not just impressive feats of engineering, but intricate spiritual machines. Positioned with perfect alignment to the cardinal points and the stars, the pyramids served as conduits to higher planes of existence. The energy of the earth itself flowed through these sacred spaces, creating portals to realms beyond the material world. The pyramids were designed to capture and amplify this energy, harmonizing it with the human body in a way that allowed those within to transcend ordinary consciousness. Inside the Great Pyramid, enormous water-filled vessels were strategically placed to further enhance this energetic resonance. These vessels were not mere containers, but sacred amplifiers. The water inside was leveled in a precise manner, each chamber resonating with different frequencies from the Earth's own vibrations. As these frequencies echoed through the pyramid, they reverberated within the central meditation chamber, creating a harmonic resonance that penetrated the very soul of the initiate. It was within this sacred space that the high priests would enter a state of deep meditation and trance. The vibrations from the earth and the cosmos would guide them, opening their minds to receive divine revelations, visions of profound wisdom that would shape the spiritual path of their entire civilization. The experience wasn't simply about learning. It was about receiving direct, cosmic knowledge that could elevate not only the individual, but the entire community. But the power of these spiritual practices wasn't confined to the Egyptian pyramids. Across the world, similar principles were used to tap into the unseen forces of the universe. In Mesopotamia, the Sumerian priests utilized sacred ziggurats, not only as places of worship but as energy centers. These towering structures were designed to open portals between the realms, allowing the divine to flow through and touch the earthly plane. The ziggurats were built with intricate knowledge of energy flows, much like the pyramids, creating spaces where human consciousness could interact with higher dimensions. In ancient India, the sages understood the power of sound, vibration, and geometry. They used sacred mantras and meditative practices to attune their bodies to the rhythms of the universe. Their belief was that the vibration of sound, when harmonized with the body and mind, could open direct channels to the divine. The ancient Indians also understood the importance of sacred geometry. Shapes like the flower of life, or the Sri Yantra, were seen not just as symbols, but as energetic blueprints that could align the soul with the cosmic order. Across all these cultures, one central truth remained. The key to accessing higher dimensions of reality wasn't in technology or material tools. It was in the tuning of the body, mind, and spirit to the frequencies of the universe. The ancient sages knew that by aligning with the vibrational flow of the earth and the cosmos, they could unlock the hidden portals within themselves, gaining access to wisdom and insights beyond the ordinary. This ancient knowledge is not lost. While we may not have access to the Great Pyramids or the sacred ziggurats, we still carry within us the same potential. Through practices like meditation, sacred geometry, and sound, we can tap into the vibrations of the universe, harmonizing our energy with the cosmic flow. The Earth's vibrations are still there, waiting for us to reconnect. What if the mysteries of the ancients could be accessed through our own bodies, through the frequencies that we carry within? What if, by attuning ourselves to these sacred vibrations, we could unlock our own portals to higher consciousness? The wisdom of the past is not gone. It is simply waiting for us to remember how to listen to the universe once more. Are you ready to open the door to a deeper reality, one where the wisdom of the ancients flows freely through you? The journey into the invisible realms is not just for the past. It is a path we can walk today. The question is, are you ready to open the gateway? What if the key to unlocking the hidden realms of consciousness lies not in complex rituals, but in simple natural tools that have been used for millennia? These ancient instruments, from crystals to sacred geometry, have been revered by cultures across the globe for their power to align the body with the frequencies of the universe, shifting energy and awakening higher states of being. And though many of these tools were used by ancient civilizations, they are still just as relevant today. Let's explore how these tools work and how you can start harnessing their power. Crystals are perhaps one of the most accessible and widely recognized tools in the spiritual world. But their power goes far beyond their beauty. Crystals carry unique vibrational frequencies, and when used intentionally, they can help to harmonize and elevate your own energy. For thousands of years, different cultures believed that crystals could amplify spiritual insight, facilitate healing, and even unlock otherworldly wisdom. In the ancient cultures of the Americas, for example, Mayan priests used jade as a powerful talisman for connecting with the spiritual realm. They believed that jade had the ability to bridge the gap between the physical and spiritual worlds, bringing wisdom and guidance from beyond. In India, the use of gemstones was deeply intertwined with the spiritual practices of the Vedic tradition. Emeralds, sapphires, and diamonds were read for their ability to activate certain chakras, bringing balance and harmony to the physical, emotional, and spiritual body. The ancient sages understood that different stones carried specific energies that could either heal or transform, depending on the practitioner's need. Today, these same teachings continue to inform how we use crystals for spiritual growth. Whether you are seeking clarity, healing, or connection to the divine, there is a crystal that can help guide you. But the power of sacred tools doesn't stop at crystals. Sacred geometry, the universal language of shapes and patterns that governs all of creation, has long been understood as a direct path to spiritual awakening. The ancient Greeks studied the sacred geometry of the universe, from the Fibonacci sequence to the golden ratio, and believed that these patterns held the key to understanding the cosmos. Pythagoras, the father of mathematics, famously said, "Number is the ruler of the universe," pointing to the divine structure underlying all things. In the highlands of Peru, the Inca culture also understood the profound connection between geometry and spirituality. Their sacred designs, including the Inca cross, symbolized the connection between the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. This cross, made up of 4 square shapes connected by a central point, reflected the balance and harmony of all life forces. When meditated upon, these patterns allowed the Inca priests to access altered states of consciousness and receive guidance from the cosmos. One of the most fascinating aspects of sacred geometry is its ability to influence our minds at the subconscious level. The golden ratio, which can be found in the spirals of seashells, the arrangement of flowers, and even the structure of galaxies, activates certain pathways in the brain. It is believed to invoke a sense of harmony and alignment when we encounter it. Modern research in neuroscience has shown that exposure to geometric patterns can create a feeling of peace, activating areas of the brain associated with well-being and inner balance. In fact, many cultures use these sacred shapes not only for meditation, but as part of their architecture. The Egyptians designed their pyramids and temples with precise mathematical ratios, embedding sacred geometry into the very foundation of their sacred spaces. So how can we integrate these ancient tools into our own spiritual practice? One simple way is to incorporate sacred geometry into your daily environment. You can place a flower of life symbol on your altar or use the Yantra, a powerful geometric design that represents the universe and the divine feminine. These symbols are not mere decorations. They are energetic tools that help align your mind and body with the divine order of the cosmos. Another powerful practice is to work with crystals in a focused, intentional way. Choose a crystal that resonates with your current state of being or desired transformation. Whether it's amethyst for spiritual insight, rose quartz for healing, or black tourmaline for protection, each crystal carries its own vibration and purpose. Start by holding the crystal in your hand and closing your eyes. Visualize your energy expanding and connecting with the crystal, as if you are merging your vibrations together. As you do this, set an intention for what you wish to manifest. Whether it's clarity, healing, or a deeper connection to your true self. The crystal will amplify this intention, helping to bring your desires into reality. When you combine the power of sacred geometry with the vibrational frequency of crystals, you create a synergy that can accelerate your spiritual growth. The energy of the universe is always available to us, but these ancient tools help us tap into it with greater ease and clarity. As you begin to work with these sacred instruments, you may start to notice subtle shifts in your energy. Perhaps you'll experience heightened intuition, a deeper sense of inner peace, or even a connection to realms beyond the physical. These are not mere coincidences. They are the result of your conscious effort to attune yourself to the frequencies of the universe. And as you continue on this journey, you'll unlock more and more of your innate spiritual power, just as the ancients did before you. Now, the question is, how will you use these tools? Will you allow them to open the portals to higher dimensions, or will you let them gather dust, forgotten like the secrets of the ancients? The choice is yours. The power to transform your energy is in your hands, quite literally. Will you take it? In the ancient world, geometry, sound, and energy were more than mere symbols. They were keys to unlocking deeper layers of reality. These sacred tools, which once connected the physical to the spiritual, hold a secret that modern science is only beginning to understand. How can these age-old practices still be relevant today? The answer lies in the precise, intricate designs of nature itself, where science and mysticism converge to reveal an undeniable truth: everything in this universe vibrates. As we look at sacred geometry, the intricate patterns that run through the fabric of the cosmos, we see that they are more than just beautiful shapes. They are codes embedded in nature. Take, for instance, the Fibonacci sequence, the mathematical pattern found in everything from the spirals of galaxies to the petals of a flower. Ancient civilizations, such as the Egyptians and the Greeks, used these patterns not just for architectural beauty, but as a method of aligning their energy with the natural forces of the universe. The golden ratio, and also known as the divine proportion, is one of the most recognized forms of sacred geometry, and it has been a central aspect of spiritual practices for millennia. This perfect symmetry resonates with our bodies in a way that our minds may not fully grasp, but our hearts can feel. There's a deep subconscious harmony created when we encounter such shapes. It's as if the geometry itself aligns our inner world with the outer cosmos. Why does this matter today? Well, modern science is finally catching up to what our ancestors knew intuitively. The brain responds to symmetry. Studies on neural patterns show that when we encounter geometrical shapes and the actions you take, like those of the Fibonacci spiral or the flower of life, the brain enters a state of balance, triggering a sense of calm, peace, and mental clarity. It's as though these patterns help tune our brainwaves to resonate with the harmonious frequencies of the universe. This is where science and mysticism meet. The ancient wisdom of sacred geometry can be viewed not only through the lens of spirituality, but also through the principles of neurobiology and quantum physics. Think of it as an energetic bridge that connects our minds and the universe's energy. Every time we gaze at these geometric forms or meditate on them, we are, in essence, recalibrating our consciousness to align with the natural flow of existence. But this isn't just theoretical. It's practical. You don't have to be an ancient priest or a quantum physicist to tap into these energies. Imagine for a moment that you could simply sit in front of a geometric pattern, maybe a crystal with the shape of a sacred form, or even a piece of art reflecting these designs, and allow your mind to enter a state of resonance. What could that feel like? What shifts might you notice in your perception, your thoughts, or even your emotions? The beauty of sacred geometry is that it offers us a universal language of connection. It doesn't matter where you're from or what you believe. The moment you begin to connect with these sacred forms, your mind and body instinctively recognize them. And in that recognition, there's an opening, a portal through which you can access deeper states of consciousness and spiritual alignment. This understanding isn't just for the mystics of old. It's for you, right here, right now. These ancient symbols carry with them an inherent wisdom that has the power to transform our modern understanding of the mind and body connection. Just by gazing upon or meditating on these sacred patterns, you can begin to tap into the same vibrations that once resonated through the chambers of the Great Pyramids or the temples of ancient civilizations. So, I'll ask you, can you feel it? The quiet hum that flows through the very core of your being when you align yourself with the geometry of the universe. It's there, waiting to be activated. And it starts with a simple, mindful connection to the sacred patterns that have existed since the beginning of time. This isn't just ancient knowledge. It's living wisdom that can awaken your senses to the unseen forces at work in your life. What would happen if you allowed the geometric structures of the universe to shape your thoughts, actions, and spiritual journey? The possibilities are limitless, and it all begins with understanding that you, too, are a part of this vast interconnected cosmos. As we move forward, remember that these tools are available to anyone who seeks them out. The universe's frequency is there for the taking. It's up to us to tune in. The knowledge of the ancients isn't a lost art. It's a living, evolving practice that can bring profound transformation to our lives. And as you continue to experiment with sacred geometry and crystals, you may find that the greatest discoveries aren't just in the patterns or stones themselves. but in the ways they unlock parts of your consciousness that were waiting to be awakened. What if the true power to unlock the secrets of the universe has always been inside you? The ancient technologies were never meant to be distant, forgotten relics of the past. They are simply reminders of the immense energy you hold within. The real question is not about searching for something outside yourself, but rather about remembering who you are and how to reconnect with that divine energy. These spiritual tools, whether it be the sacred geometry that aligns your mind, the crystals that amplify your energy, or the ancient rituals that tap into the cosmic flow, are all pointing to one central truth: your energy is the portal. Every crystal, every geometric shape, every ritual is a tool to help you rediscover and harness the immense power within you, a power that can align you with the frequencies of the universe and bring profound transformation to your life. Imagine this. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are a reflection of it. Every thought you think, every feeling you experience, reverberates throughout the universe, creating an energetic signature that attracts similar vibrations. When you use tools like crystals or sacred geometry, you are tuning that signature, much like a musician tuning their instrument before a performance. The more attuned you become, the more you can access the higher states of being that were once reserved for mystics and sages. As you begin to understand the magnitude of your own energy, you realize that the greatest shift isn't about acquiring more knowledge, but about deepening your connection with the essence of who you truly are. The spiritual technologies of the ancients were designed not to give power to a select few, but to awaken the dormant power that lies within all of us. These tools serve as gateways, but you are the key holder. Now that you've been introduced to the sacred geometry of the universe and the amplifying frequencies of crystals, it's time to take a deeper step. Let's begin by creating a powerful ritual. Something simple yet profoundly transformative. Take a moment each day to sit in stillness, allowing your breath to become your anchor. With each inhale, imagine the golden spiral, the symbol of perfect harmony, emerging from the very core of your being. As you exhale, see this spiral expanding outward, reaching far into the cosmos, aligning with the infinite energies around you. Now, hold a crystal in your hand. This is not just a stone, but a conduit, a sacred talisman. Choose one that resonates with your intention. Perhaps it's amethyst for insight, rose quartz for healing, or black tourmaline for protection. Feel the crystal's energy vibrating in your palm. Imagine it as an open door, ready to unlock an internal portal within you. As you focus on the spiral, visualize the crystal amplifying the energy around you. With each breath, let the crystal guide you deeper into alignment, opening your heart, mind, and soul to the frequencies of the universe. See the crystal's vibration merging with your own, becoming an extension of your energy. Allow it to dissolve any lingering doubts, fears, or blockages that may be standing in the way of your spiritual growth. You are now a living vessel for light, your body a portal through which divine energy flows freely. In this space, you are not just meditating, you are actively unlocking the ancient power within you. The crystal, as your sacred talisman, serves as a bridge to higher realms, guiding you into a deeper state of consciousness where transformation becomes inevitable. With each breath, you grow more attuned to the universal flow of energy, and in this alignment, your inner world is purified, your purpose clearer, and your connection to the cosmos stronger than ever. This is where the magic happens. The more you practice this simple technique, the more you will feel a shift in your energy. This shift will not just be internal. It will reverberate outward, affecting your relationships, your opportunities, and your sense of purpose. And the beauty of it is that this transformation doesn't require years of study or complex rituals. It simply requires you to remember that the universe has always been within you. All the answers you seek are already encoded in your very being. The tools of the ancients are not just relics. They are your inheritance. They have always been here, waiting for you to reclaim them. And now, as you stand at the threshold of this powerful revelation, the question remains, how will you use it? Will you embrace the power that is already within you? Or will you continue to search outside yourself for something you've always had? The choice is yours, and it begins with your energy. Now that you've experienced the awakening of this deep knowledge, it's time to integrate it into your everyday life. You are the creator of your own destiny. Will you use the power of sacred tools to transform your reality? The key is in your hands, and your journey is only beginning. The ancient secrets we've uncovered today hold a profound truth. Your energy is the bridge to everything you seek. When you align with the natural rhythms of the universe, through sacred tools, geometry, and conscious intent, you step into a power that is uniquely yours. But this isn't about a distant, unreachable force. It's about tapping into something already within you, a force that flows through your thoughts, your actions, and your very breath. As we move through life, it's easy to forget that every moment is an opportunity to reconnect with the cosmic dance. Your energy is a reflection of that dance, fluid, ever-shifting, and infinitely connected to all that is. So, what will you do with this awareness? How will you choose to shape the energy around you? I invite you to start today. Take a moment to pause, to breathe deeply, and to reflect on the space you're holding within yourself. It's not about mastering it all at once, but about cultivating the intention to move in harmony with the flow of life. Let this video be the spark that sets you on a journey of exploration. What tools will you bring into your daily life? What rituals will you weave into your routine? If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What part of this ancient knowledge most deeply connects with you? Share your reflections below, and let's open this conversation further. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. As you continue to explore, you will find that the more you seek, the more the universe unfolds its wisdom before you. Stay curious, stay open, and remember, the journey itself holds the keys to your transformation.